Jesus, thank you for this evening, and please let us learn the lessons from the stories that we hear to make us strong in you. Thank you. Amen. Well, Elliot, I'm going to tell you a story today about a little boy, and I have some pictures. So if you let me share my screen, I can show a couple pictures. This story is about a young man who grew up at our school and orphanage. And when he first came, he was just a little boy. But before he came, his parents had quite an adventure. So I'm going to tell you his story, and you can help me decide.
What's adventure?
An adventure. What's an adventure? Well, it's when something's really exciting, but sometimes really hard. Do you know how that goes? When something's exciting, but then sometimes it's really hard? Like maybe if you hike up a big mountain and it's hard to get to the top, but it's fun to explore. Have you ever done that?
Yeah, when I was 3, I went to a park that it had big mountains and we hiked.
See, that's awesome. So that was your adventure, maybe to go hiking in the mountains. But this little boy's adventure, it started a little different. You see, he lived in a place where everyone in his village was quite poor. Do you know what the word poor means? It means he didn't
Kind
have,
of like bad.
yeah, he didn't have like enough money to buy toys or anything like that. And his mommy and daddy, they were shepherds. They took care of sheep. And
That's a fun thing to do. And I also took care of sheep.
yeah,
2 sheep.
two sheep. Oh, wow. Awesome. Well,
But one died.
no, really? Oh
Yeah.
my, I'm so sorry. But this little boy, his parents worked for other people. They weren't his sheep. They were other people's sheep. But his mommy and daddy, in order to get some money to buy food, they would watch the sheep during the day. But you know what happened?
What?
The daddy got really discouraged because there were a lot of money problems. And you know what he did? He ran away.
Oh.
He ran away and he left this little boy. The little boy's name is Solomon, by the way. He left Solomon.
Solomon?
Yeah. They left Solomon and his mother and his sister all by themselves. Well, this made Solomon's mother very sad. And it made Solomon very sad. Of course, right? It made him also sad and his sister. So you know what his mother did? She packed their little bit of things that they had and she took them with her and she went to live with her brother. And so she knocked on her brother's door. Can we please come live with you? Well, I guess you can, he said, but I don't have a lot of money either. Well, but we need some place to live, some place with a roof over our head. Well, okay, you can come live. So they all lived in a very small little house. Solomon, his sister, his mother, his uncle, and his uncle's wife and children. Well, they also had problems. And you know what his uncle said? I think I should go talk to the witch doctor, the holy man, they called him. And if I go talk to the holy man, then maybe he will help me to be able to get more money.
Oh.
Well, yeah, well, so he went, and you know what the holy man told him? The
What?
holy man said to him, if you bring me a chicken, I will make you rich. A chicken? Well, we only have a few chickens, and if I bring my chicken, then we'll have even less to eat. Well, But if it makes me rich or makes me be able to feed everyone, I'll bring my chicken. So he ran home and he got a chicken and he brought the chicken to the holy man and he said, "Here, you can have my chicken. Now will I be rich?" And the holy man, he made boo, 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 whatever. And you know what?
What?
His uncle went home and he didn't get any richer. In fact, everything got even worse. And so he thought, I'll have to go back to the holy man. And so he went back to the holy man. He knocked on the door. "I need money. Can you help me get money?" "Of course," said the holy man. "I can help you get money. Bring me another chicken." "Oh, another chicken? But I just brought you one chicken." "That doesn't matter. You have to bring me another chicken. Then I will make you rich." "Okay," his uncle said. And so he went home and got their other chicken. Well, they didn't have many more chickens. Well, man made do whatever he does, and he was an evil man. And of course, evil
Who
people
was the
cannot
evil
do.
man?
Yeah, he couldn't do anything. And
Who?
he didn't get rich. The evil man that he brought the chicken to, the holy man. He wasn't really holy, you see, he was evil. But he thought he was a good man. And so he kept bringing him gifts. And he'd say, "Well, bring me a pot." And so he would go home and he would get a pot and he would bring a pot. "Well, bring me some dishes." And he would bring dishes. And he kept bringing things to the holy man so the holy man would solve his problems. Do you think the holy man could solve his problems? No, no. In fact, his problems just got worse and worse and worse. And Solomon's uncle was very sad. He was really scared. What can I do? I have so many people to feed, and everything I give to that witch doctor, that holy man, he takes it. And I'm still don't have any money. So one day his uncle was coming home from work and he passed by the holy man's house. And he was bringing the holy man a pineapple, a nice big pineapple. Do you know what a pineapple is? Have you ever had a whole
Yes.
pineapple? They're good, aren't they? Yeah.
They're very good.
Hmm.
Love
And
pineapple.
yeah, and even though he wanted to take that pineapple home to his family, he was going to give it to the holy man. Why? Because he thought the holy man could help him in his problems. And so before he knocked on the holy man's door, he heard him talking. He was talking to his friend, and he said to him, "You know what? That family, that family that keeps coming, they have no more things. We took all their pots. We took all their chickens. We took all of their cups. They have nothing. Let's not help them anymore. They can't give us anything." Ah, and Solomon's uncle was shocked. "He's talking about my family. He just took all those things from me and he can't help me?" Oh, you know what? Solomon's uncle got really angry and he opened the door and he took the pineapple he was going to bring. And you know what he did with it? He
What?
threw it at his face and boop, he ran. He's like, "Help." And he ran away because Solomon's uncle was very angry to know that this man had taken all his money, all his chickens, all his dishes, and now he was just robbing him. Can the devils, holy men, these witch doctors as they're called, can they help people really? No. That's right. They can't because they're evil. But
Yeah.
we know somebody who can help, right? When people are really discouraged, who can they go to help them? If you're
Jesus.
really sad, can you talk to Jesus?
If we are all sad, we can talk to Jesus and
Yeah, we can. We can talk to Jesus and we can say, Jesus, would you help us? We're in a really difficult situation. And will he help us? Of course, he wants to help us.
he wants to help
Well,
everyone.
Solomon's uncle didn't know Jesus yet, but you know what happened the very next week?
What?
Some missionaries came to his village and told him about Jesus.
Oh, that's good.
Isn't
Great.
that cool? Yeah, that was really neat. So they came and they knocked on his door and they said, hi. And they started telling him stories. And he listened to the Bible stories and he said, wow, it sounds like God, your God, is really strong. Do you think your God would help me? I have all these problems. Well, they said, if you pray to the one and only true God, he will help you. And so Solomon's uncle listened carefully to the stories from the Bible, and he decided to give his heart to Jesus. And Solomon's mother listened very carefully to the stories of the Bible, and she decided to give her heart to Jesus too. Now, Solomon was just a little boy. He was only 5 years old, but he also listened to the stories, and it made him very happy. And so he was happy to hear these stories too. But there was something he wanted to do more than anything. Can you think of what? Well, you're a little young yet, but you know what Solomon wanted to do? He wanted to
What?
go to school. He wanted to go to school, but he had no money, right? They had no money to take him and send him to school. And school wasn't free where he lived. So he prayed, and his uncle prayed, and his mommy prayed, and they said, Jesus, can Solomon go to school? Would you help him? Well, guess what? Solomon found out about our school. And you know what happened? God worked it out for him to come to our school. And he was able to go all the way up through 12th grade. And he graduated. And now, you know what? He got married. He married another one of our girls who grew up with us. And now they are going to have a baby. So God brought him from a place where he believed, and his uncle, they all believed in evil spirits and bad things, to a place where they learned to believe in Jesus. And I'll tell you what, that witch doctor, he's probably still running after getting that pineapple in his face. All right. That's my story. Do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, but yeah, that's good. But that they learned about Jesus.
It's good they learned about Jesus, isn't it? It really changed their lives, didn't it? It made a whole big difference because then they had someone to help them who truly helped them. And he didn't just take things from them. He actually gave them things like happiness, peace, and he helped them find a school for Solomon, and he helped them find good jobs so they could make some money.
So he's gonna have a baby.
He is. His baby's due in September. I'm so excited. They're a happy couple with such a sweet little baby. Not yet, though. It hasn't come out yet. It's still baking. Yeah, it's getting ready to come out.
It's a powerful story.
Yeah, it is. It shows how if we just trust Jesus, he will take us through. And we shouldn't trust people who promise us things and ask us for money or ask us
Yeah.
for chickens or anything like that.